Hi, welcome to this short video on industrial hazards. A detailed discussion on industrial hazards may take hours. This is a short session. We are aware that industries across globe, depending upon the types of business, handle many hazardous materials, run high-speed machineries, operate systems at high temperatures and pressures. Industries also operate high and low voltage electrical systems. Okay, let's have a look at what are major industrial hazards. Anything that has a potential to harm human, cause damage to property and environment is considered as a hazard. If we look around, we can see numerous hazards. Many of us may not realize how hazardous is the movement of a filled gas tanker on a busy highway, especially when it passes through main towns. Usually, employees at workman and first-line supervisor levels face these hazards on a regular basis. Hazard identification and risk assessment must be carried out during planning stage and definitely before execution of any activity in an industry. It is important to enhance the knowledge, skills, and behaviors of these employees to carry out all hazardous activities safely and efficiently. Developing a highly proactive safety culture is essential. This list is giving us few types of hazardous energy and its sources in industries. How dangerous are all these hazards? That depends on the volume or intensity of these energy sources. Among these, steam is one of the highly hazardous fluid handled in industries. We talk more about the hazardous nature of oil and gas and miss the steam factor. Steam becomes more hazardous because of the huge change in its volume while water vaporizes into steam and also while steam condensing into water. This session is regarding the various categories of hazards. The number one in the list is behavioral hazards. Most of the accidents are caused by wrong behaviors. Do you agree that all accidents in the world are caused by wrong human behaviors? Except very few caused by nature. When we root cause an accident, the finding may be a wrong policy or procedure, wrong material, wrong process, lack of maintenance, lack of precautions and monitoring, wrong operation, lack of management involvement, etc. But finally, you will end up in finding that a wrong human behavior involved in all the above causes. This is very debatable. Let's see the next session. Let's see who or what causes a hazard. A hazard, as we discussed in the previous session, may be caused by men, machines, methods, materials, or by Mother Nature. We call this as 5 M's of hazards. Look at these common terms at left side. Hazard, risk, near miss, accident, or incident. We come across these terms on a regular basis. Let's see what are they and how they are related to each other. Let's discuss the hazard first. In the picture, you are seeing a hammer loosely kept on top of a shelf. The hammer can fall anytime. The hammer is an hazard. As long as no one near the shelf, there is no risk. Let's discuss stage 2 now. In this stage, you are seeing a man coming and standing very close to the shelf. Now, the hazard becomes a risk. Anytime the hammer can fall and harm the man. When we do a risk assessment, we consider two things, the consequence and the probability. Consequence is the effect or amount of damage that may cause if the risk become an accident. Probability, as clear from the word itself, is the chances of that accident to happen. If both probability and consequence are high, then risk will be ranked high. If both or any one is very low or negligible, then the risk also assessed accordingly. Utilizing a custom-made risk assessment matrix will be ideal to evaluate a risk. The stage 3 is about near miss. In the picture, you will see the hammer falling down but luckily missing our man. This is a near miss. When we analyze a near miss, we have to consider it by giving same weightage as an accident. All the near misses have to be reported and also analyzed properly. Analyzing a near miss by giving it the right importance will help us to stop similar accidents. In the stage 4, the scene became an accident. This time, our man was unlucky and the hammer fell and hit him directly. The risk became an accident. Nothing to worry, we have moved our man to hospital for treatment. How do we analyze and assess a hazard? We need to have full understanding of the system. Then we identify the hazard by considering various scenarios and operating modes. After the hazard identification, we carry out risk analysis and risk ranking activities. Various methods are available for risk ranking. We also look at the control measures available for each hazard that is being identified. Finally, we decide on whether or not the risk is acceptable. If the risk is not acceptable, then we consider various other methods, including the addition of more control measures. The word alarm, as long as reasonably practical, has to be applied while we decide the control measures. Thank you very much for watching this short video.